Hello everybody, welcome to Solstice Revival and the weekly guidance for August 5th through the 11th. So before I start the reading, I pulled one card from my Sacred Rebel deck, which was the card for receiving. I'll show you. Beautiful card. The number is 27, which can also be 9 for those of you that do numerology. Anyways, look at this woman. She is sipping from the universe, or spirit as you say. So just be thinking about how you can receive that energy from the universe or spirit, your higher power, whoever that is, this week. And from others in your life, your support network, right? When I was channeling some of this message for you, I was thinking about how we can often discount compliments that we receive from our peers or our loved ones. Often, let's say somebody says to you, "Hey, you look great today." You say, "Thanks, you too." That "you too" discounts that gift someone just gave you. Either because you feel guilty that they, said that to you and you didn't offer something in return. Sometimes it's okay to just be still and accept that compliment for yourself without giving it back to them. Let them be kind to you. Let them acknowledge your gifts without needing to respond with something, because usually we do that out of guilt, like a feeling bad for yourself. It's like this sense of false modesty, and I'll probably read some of the passage from that later on. But let's keep that in mind and see where that takes us with the rest of your reading. Okay, so like I said, I love this deck. I cut it because it's so big, it's 2 decks combined. So I'm just going to shuffle it a little bit to mix them up. There's no rhyme or reason, I just want to shuffle them some more. Yeah. Oops. So it's Monday. Happy Monday. It took me a bit to get in the flow today. All right. This one's calling to me, so here's the deck we will use. What are the messages for August 5th through the 11th for us? Let's see, August 5th through the 11th, please. Whoop. Those popped out. I'll go to those in a little bit. And then one more shuffle. Perfect. Yeah. Didn't we have the whale last week? Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, okay. All right. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have caring connections. That's so interesting. All right. So, let's see if you can see it. 2 of the cards that popped out was Rest and Rejuvenation and Patience. Look at that. And then we have Volcano. Somebody's getting a little snappy, huh? Holding stuff in, not speaking your truth. You bubble it up, it boils, and then boosh. We got Breach here. I think we had that last week. I can't remember. Dragonfly, Emergence. Wow. Some of you are starting to come into your personal power. Shape-shifting, Clouds, perception, the ability to create your own reality. And we have all tied up. And it was in the reverse. I don't always read them as reversed, but I'm just going to see this as coming out of a time of feeling so constricted in your life, right? Because you just did, oh, here we go. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Let me sit for a second and meditate on these cards. Oh, give me one moment. I'm going to sip on my tea as I look at them. Again, we have a lot of nature cards. I'm going to start by reading the card of the overall theme, the receiving. Just a few things that had stuck out to me when I read them. You are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, sometimes you forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and be. In that moment, you can receive the love of the universe that is receiving you. It will nourish you with contentment and energy. You have not done this enough, so your soul is becoming parched and is drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It is time to bring something back in for you. To receive and be received. You are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. Wow, okay. And then there was another part in here. You are inhibiting the communion, the connection, and the playful interaction between you and the universe. Enough with the false modesty and guilt. You are a radiant sun in human clothing. An exquisite life experience is your birthright. Enjoy it. Soak it up, all of it, including the restoration of sacred rest. From that place of nourishment, you will more effortlessly create, live, and love with greater energy and thriving, pulsing passion. The earth rests each night so it can greet the sun again each morning with a spectacular living art of sunrise. Allow yourself to switch off, step away, close the laptop, switch off the phone, and just be with yourself for a little while. You will return and be more efficient and effective. Rest now, play now, and work later. Forget your worries for a while. Switch off, do something else. Let it all go, and it will all flow. Well, that is definitely the message we are getting this week, ladies and gents, because we had the card receiving, which is talking about needing to take that time to rest and restore yourself. We're also in the waxing moon. So this is a time that we can create projects, get clear about your intentions, your visions, and commit to action, taking leaps, tackling projects if I didn't see that. But we can't just keep go on these things that we're creating in our life or whatever we're doing. We have to take that time to rest and rejuvenate ourselves. That was a double message that we got. And patience. I know that we want to create what we want to create, but we have to have that time for solitude, to meditate and receive what the universe is sending us. Receive whatever messages they're sending us, okay? So keep that in mind for this week. And now let's go to these other cards. We have the volcano, the whale, the dragonfly, the clouds, and then this all tied up card. Okay, I'm just going to say this. Before I did this, I was in a little bit of a heavy place and an angry place. So I took some time to sit with myself, my emotions, and allow myself to feel them and release them. Okay, if I don't, I'm going to become that volatile volcano. So what can we learn from this? I already said it, okay? Stop letting yourself remain quiet on topics that you are passionate about It's going to create explosions in your life, like lashing out at people, and you might not even be mad at the person, okay? Like the woman who, like the mom, who's brushing her child's hair, okay, and taking it out on the child as she's brushing through these knots, and the daughter's like, ow, 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 because your mom or the mom was just ticked off at somebody in her life. So she's brushing through the daughter's hair and projecting that anger onto somebody else, okay? So really work on, I would say journal, because I love journaling. Journal out whatever it is you're feeling so that you don't take it out on others, all right? And also be honest, like the throat chakra. Speaking your truth, do not let things go that really do bother you. It does no good for you or the other person. And what ends up happening anyways is you lash out like a volcano, okay? And then we have the whale. And then we had this last week too. So some of you are still working on loving yourself and working on that confidence and putting yourself out in the world and just showing them what you're made of. But now you're even a step further. Oh, the dragonfly emerges coming out of the water. So you do have that water connection with your emotions, but being able to take that out into flight, into the air like the dragonfly does. There's nothing more magical than, to me, a dragonfly or a frog because of the process they go through. If you see one, that means they beat the odds. Okay, so you're being asked to really step into your personal power and emerge that beautiful vision that you have for yourself and your life. Your reality is created by what you see, and so the clouds, the shape shifting here. If we were to sit outside right now, I'm actually dog sitting, and as I sit here doing this reading for you, I'm looking out on the bay, and it's gorgeous out, and there's a bunch of different clouds. Now, if we were sitting out there watching the same clouds, I could see a dog and you could see a flower. It's that simple. We create our reality. What are you seeing right now? If you're in a negative space, right, with this volcano energy, remember that you have the power to shift the way you're looking at the situation. Is it even something that's in your control? If it's not, you definitely got to release it. There's no use in harboring the anger. So look at your life. Where in your life are you feeling down? Where in your life do you need to shift your perception? Okay? This even comes to in a work situation. We can keep ourselves boxed in only one way of thinking instead of expanding our knowledge and expanding the way we view the situation. There's many opportunities. Another reason why at the bottom of this deck we have caring connections. People in your life, loved ones, support, people who are on the same path as you, going towards the same goals that you have, or at least aren't being afraid to be themselves and break free. Surround yourself with those kind of people. They'll help you shift that reality. They'll help you see other ways of thinking about a situation and thinking outside of the box. I will tell you right now, I've teamed up with somebody, another coach, and we have created 2 different workshops, and we're going to do more workshops. And it's wonderful. I used to think that I had to keep all of my ideas to myself, which kept me very stuck. And the minute that I met with this other person, I shared my viewpoints, she agreed, she had her own perspective, and it's a really wonderful experience to work with others and have those connections, because you can look at the same situation with different eyes, and oh my gosh, you would be surprised at how many new opportunities come from just using that support and collaborating on these different ideas that you have. And by the end of the week, you're coming out of this feeling all tied up, right? This woman, and you probably can't see it, but she's tied up, but it's almost like she's acting like a damsel in distress, wanting somebody to save her. No. Okay, you create your reality. You shift your situation. You take yourself from point A to point B. Okay? The damsel in distress act is no longer serving you. And now, by the end of the week, you're going to realize that. You're going to break free from these things that are holding you back. The people that are holding you back, a way of being, like penting everything up and not expressing your truth. Those things no longer serve us, okay? And have some patience with yourself, okay? That could be another reason why we see the volcano. If you're not practicing patience with yourself or others, you can be very negative and put yourself in a negative place. It's not healthy. Let's look at a chakra card. Last week I did it a little different. This week I'm going back to the normal way I do it. I shuffled all of them together. So. Oh my gosh. Impatience. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. Impatience. And what chakra is this related to? The throat chakra. Hello, somebody. I told you. I told you. Look at that spirit right there. And he's reaching for the moon. Oh my gosh. These cards don't lie. Patience, impatience. Boom. Okay? What did I just say? Our truth is so involved with all of this. Oh my God. That's amazing. I love when the cards speak for themselves. Let's look at the fairy tale legend associated with the impatience, and I will give you some more to work with. Throat chakra is about finding a way of expressing yourself. Truth, communication, loyalty, serenity, faith, spirituality, creativity, expression. All right. The small excerpt says, Electric blue moon, your desire to create may overpower the necessity of aligning with divine timing. The time to shine will come. Move with the energy and not in front of it. Being present has its own reward. Okay. All right. Electric blue moon. If I don't take care of it, it'll never happen. Oh my gosh. This couldn't be more perfect. The legend. Etan grows impatient, waiting for dawn, so he buys a used moon. Once it is in the sky, he steps back to see his handiwork. The moon will not stay in place unless he holds the cord. Sky God assures him that the dawn will come when he lets go, but Etan is fearful and grips onto the cord until he falls asleep and releases it. When he awakens, dawn has come and the radiant light in the sky is blocked only by his used moon. Inspiration. Now is not the time to make a rushed decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you are hasty. Personal inquiry. Am I jumping the gun? If I am honest with myself, am I forcing something? Key ideas. Scarcity thinking. Being exhausted by your efforts. Success through patience. Unfolding. Revelation. Success. Here's a meditation you can do. Imagine something you strongly desire. The electric blue moon appears and begins to cool the heat of your emotions. Write down any communication you receive in the moonlight. It is a message from the Council of the Great Spirits. Let me read that again. Now is not the time to make a rushed decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. Yes. This all ties back to receiving and rest and rejuvenation and that patience, okay? These ideas that you have for yourself, your goals, they're going to come in perfect timing. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Say this to yourself this week as you are working towards manifesting your goals. You have to take that time to sit back and relax. I have a great friend and mentor who has been having this idea of writing a book. I don't remember the author, but in her dream state, during her dream, she woke up and the name of this author finally came to her. And she didn't write it down, but eventually it came back to her. It was a woman who inspired her and is doing exactly what she visioned for her book. And so what does she do with that? She then meditated through rest and rejuvenation and receiving Spirit's guidance. She asked Spirit, show me what it is you want me to write. And it eventually came, and she's working on it. This little mini book that she has, it's amazing. It's incredible what can happen when you allow yourself to receive those messages. Don't push time and don't tell the universe how it's supposed to work out. Okay, that's called control. And I'm a recovering control freak. It's not easy to let go of the reins, but you got to do it. You have to do it to create what it is you really want. It gives you that time to really perceive the situation for what it is and create new ideas from it. Okay, so that is your weekly guidance for the week. We're definitely working with the throat chakra and expressing ourselves in a positive way, finding out what that truth is. It's a great way to, journaling is a great way to release the emotions and your thoughts about a situation that you necessarily would not say to somebody. Like, I do a lot of unsent letter work. I do that because through writing the letter, you get to the meat of the problem, or the meat of the emotions that are pent up inside you, so that you don't act like a volcano or impatient with somebody. Okay? I hope that it resonates with you guys this week. So have a wonderful week. This was the guidance for August 5th through the 11th. All right. See you next week.